Yo guys, what up man? This is a bit of an impromptu live shakedown. So I just thought, you know what? Um a few things have come across here, you know. A few things have come across it. So I thought why don't I do a bit of an impromptu transfer talk. So I think the first thing that we have here is maybe yo what up man? A bit of an update on this whole Pogba thing. Let me just get my bearings right now. So, um, oh no, no, don't worry. I will sort out the Super Eagle stuff, man. Don't worry, man. Yes, don't worry, man. Your boy has everything under control. Your boy has everything fully under control. So don't worry, man. Don't worry. Um, so yeah, no. Look, so obviously, look. I mean, I will try and do a post-match analysis on the Ghana game. The referee was a class A break, complete and utter break. Like what that flipping ref was doing was completely and utterly stupid. So remember, guys, I keep telling you about this. Subscribe to my other YouTube channel, man. It is of course also called Half Hope Sorts. The Half Hope Sorts. It's like where I do my music reviews, movie reviews, TV reviews, and all the kind of stuff you do. Movie reviews, film recommendation, graphic novel reviews. So that's all the stuff that's going all the way, man. So I have been hearing. This is what I've been hearing. I have not been hearing that apparently. So Adidas wants to work with Pogba to try and thanks. Yeah, thanks for subscribing on there, man. So Adidas wants to try and work with Pogba to try and bring him to Juventus. So it looks as if this things are really moving, and events are moving very aggressively to try and get Pogba to Juventus. And I think for Man United, what they're pretty much waiting for is the right cash. Because I think if the right deal comes through, then United will originate. It's called Have Hope Hot. I'll try and put the link in the description box. But if you go to YouTube and just type in Have Hope Hot, that's what it would be. But if you go onto my Twitter page, I pretty much will share the link and all that kind of stuff and stuff there. But on most of my videos, if you go to the description box of my videos, the link is always there. Yeah, I will look. I always have a bro. So my thing is like, so United need to accept that Pogba is leaving. So what United should be doing right now is to try and look for a replacement for Paul Pogba. So I think the very fact that Adidas are actually getting involved in this, the fact that Adidas are actually getting involved in this, I think it's actually pretty huge. I think that's actually pretty huge because it just shows you that Adidas are probably engineering this move that's happening. But pertaining to Man United, another very interesting bit of transfer news. Lindelof. So Barcelona seem to have accepted that they're not going to get delete. Thank you for that. I'm gonna trust me. That's on the docket. Um, they said they're not going to get delete. So Barca have now identified Lindelof as a replacement for delete. So United are now in danger of losing Lindelof. Let me. That is a player that United cannot afford to leave because Lindelof was once he started to really get going and really sort of like focus himself, he was United's best defender. United's best defender, bar none. Forget Shaw, forget Young that flipping break. He was the best defender. So from United's point of view, that would be a disaster if they were to lose Lindelof. But for Barcelona, I don't think Lindelof is the player they should really go and get. Barcelona need a top tier defender. When we think of Puyol, when we think of PK, these were top tier defenders. These were 100% top tier defenders. So to now go from PK and from Puyol to Lindelof, that's crazy. That is absolutely flipping insane. So if Barca have really lost out on the leads, I think that's a tough one. I don't think a partnership of Lindelof and Umtiti is probably the way to go. You know, because Barcelona, I think they can find it. Lindelof is good. Lindelof is good. Lindelof for me is maybe tier three. I think Lindelof at best is tier three. I don't think he's a tier two defender. Like Barca need a tier two defender to partner Titi. So they just they need to get scouting, man. But under no circumstances must Man United lose that dude. Um, Buffon. I have said this countless of times, man. Um, so I've said this countless of times. Buffon needs to retire. I don't want to hear Buffon no longer being in the news for anything football related. That may seem harsh, that may seem wrong, but that is simply true. Um, I think after Buffon made that mistake that he made in the game against Man United, I think that Buffon should have he should have retired then and there on the spot, man. Um, so my thing about it is Buffon is now planning. Apparently, he's planning a return to Juventus. I don't care. I don't wait, bro. I don't care what trophy he wants. You're not winning a Champions League trophy. You just need to accept that. So, um, so are you just gonna keep on hopping over from one place to one place until you actually finally get a trophy? That's not how. So what next? You're gonna beg Liverpool to let you in. You're gonna beg Real Madrid to let you in because Chesney is a far better keeper than Buffon. So if Buffon heads to Juventus, is he not going to be the number one keeper? Hell no. He does. He does. I mean, you like, bro, you're done. And this not to be rude or anything. You're too old. It's as simple as that. You are simply too old, and you shouldn't. Juventus are a team that are trying to move into the future. They're a team that are trying to use that move into the future. And I'm sorry, this may sound harsh or whatever. I don't give a damn. Buffon is the past. Buffon represents the past. So I just think for me that is just completely and utterly stupid. Him actually being in there. Um. So the sooner that this guy retires, the better. So I'm just looking at. So again, remember, look, man. Shout out to these are easily the two best Twitter accounts. Football Espana and Football Italia, like covering La Liga and Syria, and they do it in English. Amazing. So like I literally that's actually how I pretty much always get my news stuff out from these guys. He's already ruined his legacy, bro. He's not ruining his legacy. He has ruined his legacy. Um. So, but what's it called? See what I'm doing now right now with this live stuff is, as you well know, I want to definitely do more of the live streams. I'm still going to do the offline streams. There's a name of it I'm going to drop very soon. I'm currently editing it. But the reason why I am doing these things is that I'm just because again, remember, I have my UK audience and I have my American audience. So so as of right now, it's like 1 a.m. here in the UK, but I think in the East Coast is probably about what 9 p.m. And on the West Coast is like maybe about 6 7 p.m. So I think it's like so I want to pretty much make it where for the UK guy, okay, cool, yeah, 8:30. So is that 8:30 East Coast? Is that 8:30 East Coast? So is there anyone there on the West Coast? Who's there? Who is there on the West Coast? Okay, 8:30 in the East Coast. Okay, is there anybody on the West Coast or so? New York. I don't know why. For some reason, Josh, I don't know why I actually assumed that you lived in. Let me put this out there. Where does everyone live? Let me put out there. Where does everyone live? Tell me where you live. Wait, Trinidad. Wait, LA. I was just in Paris. I was in Paris a few weeks ago, bro. You should have told me. We should have met up. Wow, Paris, Germany, West Coast, Toronto. Wait, Tennessee. Woo. Um, London. Hey, New York City, Montreal. Yeah, wow, man. Because you could just so easily assume that. Oh my gosh, the only people that. Oh, bro. Do you know how much I want to go to Miami? You don't know how much I want that Miami Beach, man. Like, I'm just saving up my cash because I know two. Well, now three, but two people I know are in Miami, and this one of my friends that I always game with. I told him that look, I'm gonna save up some cash and I'm going to Miami Beach because on Miami Beach, you know, it's so strong on Miami Beach. But I do get it. I mean, if you've lived in Miami for that time, you can definitely get bored. But yeah, so let me just look through, do some of these other transfer news, man. Um, bro, Jason, I hate cold weather. Cold weather is the worst thing. I grew up in a hot country. I will never ever for my in my life ever say cold weather is better than hot weather. That's never. um. So Everton have confirmed the signing of midfielder Andre Gomez from Barcelona in a deal worth 25 million euros. Bro, that is crazy. That is pretty damn crazy, man. Um, that's a very good signing for Everton. Should Barca have kept Andre Gomez? Because for me, Andre Gomez was definitely a brick for some time, especially for Portugal and so forth. And he was a brick for Barcelona, but he actually played really well for Everton. You know, and he's actually been one of Everton's best players. So I think that Barca definitely kind of gets better than Andre Gomez. So I think this is definitely amazing for Everton. It's not that much of a big loss for Barcelona. They still have the chance to get players, but for Everton, I think that is a quality signing. This one is not strange. So Origi, Liverpool striker, he's going to be out of contract next summer, and he's linked with an 11 million euro move to Real Betis. If Liverpool, now this is where Liverpool people have to prepare. If Liverpool, if Liverpool actually leave, so basically, if Liverpool allow Origi to leave next summer, or even allow him to leave this summer, Liverpool are stupid. Liverpool should get him to sign a new contract right now, based on what he did to help them win the Champions League, based on the key clutch goals that he scored. This guy scored 2 goals against Barcelona. One of them was the winner, and he scored a crucial second goal in that win against Tottenham, a quality goal. If they do not tie down Origi to a flipping contract, I think Liverpool are insane. And for me, Origi can do better than Betis. The Betis are pretty good. Origi can do better than Betis. You know who should be looking for someone like an Origi? Atletico Madrid. Madrid should be somebody that should be looking towards an or Origi, because I mean Origi, that guy, just striking quality. Like when you just have, and remember, I always say this: it's not how many you score, it's when you score. And this guy 100% exemplifies the psychology of when you score, because this guy just knows how to score key and important clutch goals, man. So Man United have identified Sevilla striker Wissam Ben Yedder, who has a 40 million euro release clause as a replacement for Romelu Lukaku. And there's also interest from PSG. Great player. Great player. Like, I mean, Ben Yedder is a really good striker, because good finishing, great ball control, and just a very well accomplished footballer. If United can get Ben Yedder, that would be a very good sign. That'd be a very good sign. Do PSG need a Ben Yedder if you already have Cavani? I don't know, because see, if I'm Ben Yedder, I wouldn't take the PSG move. If United are offering me something for Ben Yedder, I think that's interesting, because Sevilla, but United, even if United have been struggling, United are definitely a bigger club than Sevilla. Even if Sevilla are more relevant in 2019 right now than United, I think, because again, for Benitez, it's like, oh my gosh, imagine if I could go to this club and actually be able to prove myself in this in no if I'm able to be the one that helps United to get back to where they're the ones who are, so that'll be huge, man. So let me check Football Italia, see what's going on in Football Italia, and then I'll look through your comments, man. Um so yeah, so I think I already said about Juve, and Pogba will ask Adidas for help getting the midfielder away from United. So obviously, maybe it's a release clause or a fee has to be made to lure him away. So I think, yeah, man, I think, look, Pogba definitely wants out. He definitely wants out. So it's just a question of cash. Um, Italian sources continue to maintain Arsenal midfielder Lucas Torreira wants to join AC Milan with an initial offer of a 2-year loan plus obligation to buy for 35 million. I mean, my God, if Arsenal lose Torreira, who is the replacement? Arsenal cannot afford to let um, Torreira go, especially if they don't have a replacement. They can't allow him to go. That would be a fun. If AC Milan this summer gets Lucas Torreira, Isco, the Bios, Mayoral, that's probably one of the best summers that Milan have had in years. That's probably what they have in years. So that would be an amazing buy. So it is very, very um, encouraging that AC Milan actually have um, these things that are happening. So that's so look, man. But for Arsenal, it would be brainless because for me, Lucas Torreira has been one of Arsenal's best players this season. This past season, he's been one of their best players. So that's just insane. So this is a done deal. So Valencia signed keeper Jasper Cillessen from Barca on a 3-year deal. Well expected that Neto will move the other way. Oh, so Neto is now going to be the understudy for Stegen. I think it's probably a better deal. I think Neto is a better keeper than Cillessen. I think Cillessen is all right. I don't think Cillessen is that great. I think Cillessen at best is tier 3. So I think for Barca, maybe they just need a much better understudy because I don't think they put too much trust within him. So you're saying Cillessen is better than thinking? No, it's not. So let's see what you boys are saying, man. Kessie. So between Kessie and Torreira, who is better? I'd still probably say that Torreira is better than Kessie. Kessie is alright, but I'll still say that he's better. So what's gonna happen with Icardi? That's the key thing, man. What's gonna happen to Icardi? Remember, any new people in, man, feel free to sub, man. Feel free to sub, man. We made it to 17,000 subs. We're not trying to make it to 18,000 subs. And don't forget to like the vid, man. Don't forget to like the vid. Bro, let me even talk about it right now. Is it me or has there been literally no activity in the Premier League with regards to there's literally been no activity in the Premier League with regards to transfers? Nothing. Like there's hardly been anything. City have made some sideshow signs, but there's been nothing. Like, because whenever I do these transfer things, I try and mention some of the Premier League clubs, but all of the news stories that I'm getting have all been concerned with the Italian and the Spanish clubs. Even Bundesliga has been pretty quiet, apart from Dortmund. Before they've been anything. Okay, all right, Jack. How is Undombele verified? Because if that is fully verified, then I'm very impressed. I just don't believe that Daniel Levy is literally going to put his hands in his pockets and going to come out with that cash. But if it is true that Tottenham have bought Undombele, I think that is huge. I think that is huge. And they can't stop there. They can't stop there. If there has Undombele, they have to add another one. Then I want to see. Let's see. Do you have an attacking winger? Do you have a Marauding right back? Because I think they definitely need one a replacement for that to do that. I don't know what it's called. So These are the things that maybe a backup for Kane, a quality backup striker for Kane. Um, so that's so no, that's good. That's good. Because I think is you see the issue is that Sissoko is having to do that final third, um, a lot of stuff in the final third, which is where he's not really strong at doing the final third work. So I think if you now have Undombele, and Ndombele is now the attacking midfielder. And even so, the issue that Tottenham have always had is that Sissoko is in the last third and he now has to shoot. And that is the worst part of Sissoko's game. The guy is very good at intercepting, very good at consolidating the midfield, good at making smart passes, good at really the physical work of the midfield, and good at just really forming a strong foundation in the midfield. But with regards to the last third and shooting and finishing, making killer balls, he's horrible. Like his worst attribute is his shooting, which is why if I was Sissoko this summer, all you must train to do is shooting and finishing. If Sissoko improved his finishing, there's an argument to be said that he'd be one of the best box-to-box midfielders in the world. That's all it is. He, if he just improved his shooting, he would easily be one of the best box-to-box midfielders in the world. So I think the reason that Tottenham have probably gone for Undombele is because look, man, we can't keep putting Sissoko in these positions, and he keeps on flopping by just making horrendous decisions whenever he's in that position there. So, but yeah, but I mean, like, look, I always call Sissoko a brick, and I thought he'd been the brick academy, but I think he's done too much good stuff for Tottenham for me just to put him right there in that whole thing, man. Let's see what else you guys are saying, man. How is Janssen still a professional football player? This dude has been in the Class A or the Brick Academy for I think the past year. He's literally been in Class A or the Brick Academy for at least the past year. It makes no sense whatsoever, man. Um, so Demarzio. So we're all saying that Demarzio is the most so Demarzio is the most trustworthy news source. And apparently, so Tancredi Palmieri is a brick, even if the guy says that he's trustworthy. So apparently, because I thought Tancredi Palmieri was actually the dude that everyone could trust, but apparently he's a brick, man. Um, oh wow, Pato, bro, man, was Pato ever really that good? That's an honest question we have to ask ourselves. Was Pato ever really that good before? I mean, he was a pretty good striker. Pato was a pretty good striker. He was never going to be the next big thing. So I think there's never a case of like, oh my gosh, if Pato was this, if Pato was that, like that was never going to happen, you know. So yeah, that was it, man. Um, Klopp. Oh, speaking of which, so if you're a Patreon, if you're a patron, I have actually done a video focusing on Klopp's Dortmund side. So what I always do on the Patreon channel for guys who are patrons is I do focuses on great teams and retrospectives. So the last retrospective was the 2015 Copa America, and the last great team I've done is on Klopp's Dortmund side. So that was the Dortmund 2012 to 2013 side. So that is on the Patreon channel right now. And guys, that was a bloody good team, man. That was a really good team, man. That was a really good team. Oh yeah. I've watched the coach's voice for Mourinho. I think isn't that where Mourinho talks about he talks about the Inter Milan his tactics for the Inter Milan Barca game 2010 Champions League, what and the tactics he actually did for the first leg. And people forget that first leg, Inter Milan were very, very attacking. Which is why Mourinho is such a G, because Mourinho is one of the best over two legs because he knows how to attack and he knows how to defend. Um, oh, so there's another one of Mo in there. Look, Napoli are making moves. Napoli are making moves. I mean, if Napoli can keep a hold of Koulibaly, they get James, and now you're saying Lozano and Manolas. I think Napoli are looking really good. I think Napoli are looking really flipping good, man. Um, I mean, what I would like is just is like a three-horse race in the Serie A. The best thing for the Serie A is if you had Juve, Napoli, Inter all fighting for the title with like 3 games left to go. I think that would be if that happened, that would really ignite the Serie A, because I think what's really helped to add a bit more spark into the Bundesliga was where at a point it was a three-horse race. At a point in the Bundesliga, it was a three-horse race between Mönchengladbach, Dortmund, and Bayern Munich. But now, what you now have is Dortmund have now taken flipping Torgan Hazard, Mönchengladbach's best players. So I think it's going to really go back to a two-horse race there. So, but Juve should still win. But remember, Sarri is coming in. So with Sarri coming in, it's like how different will be the tactics. If Juve end up winning 10 in a row, I think that would be hilarious. I'm sorry. Like, I don't mean to be rude. I just think that would be so funny. That would be so hilarious. Like, I'll just say it'll be so funny if these guys win 10 in a row. That would be the most hilarious thing that I've ever seen. It would easily be the most hilarious thing that I've ever seen if these dudes end up winning 10 in a row. That would be madness, man. No, yeah, Champions League is gonna You know what? I can't answer that Champions League question. I can only answer that Champions League question if once the transfer window ends. I have to see what Real Madrid's team looks like at the end of the summer. I've got to see what, because people are still walking, because Bayern Munich have not even really begun to really start properly buying. So once I now see what everyone's team looks like, then I can say, aha, like for me, Liverpool are a lock-in for there is a good chance for them to defend their title. You got to put Man City in there as well, because for City, they will put that pressure upon themselves. So like, we have this is fourth time now we have to now win this championship. So it's Liverpool and Man City there. Barca, I need to see who they buy. I need to see who they buy. If Barca, see if Neymar comes back to Barcelona, I think that's interesting. You know, so I think that's interesting. If you bring that in, I think that's interesting. So I have to see what these teams do and what transfers that they have, bro. I mean, look, as I already said to you, like Mbappe and Messi are coming to Chelsea in 2 years' time. Let me even tweet that out. Let me even tweet that out to make sure that people know. So people know what I'm going. And this is true, man. So let's say so. Got off the phone with Romy earlier, and he said Messi and Mbappe, as well as Delete, to join Chelsea in the next few years. In the next few years. So that's what's happening, man. They're coming, man. They're coming, man. Bro, I told you, man. That no, that's Valkyrie, man. Nah, man, I'm out, man. I'm out, bro. Um, I'm out. I may do some Pro Evo. Watch this space. I may do a little bit of Pro Evo gaming tonight on my Twitch. So remember, guys, if you don't follow me on Twitch, follow me on Twitch. Half Hope Hot. I sometimes do a few videos there, and I play Pro Evo. I play Pro Evo there. So follow me on my Twitch, and it's very simple. Just go to the website halfhopefutballhot.com. click on the Twitch icon and then follow me there on Twitch. So yeah, I want to try and actually oh yeah, someone on Twitter. Hey, nice one, bro. I am going to try and watch some of the highlights with the under 2021. So are they at the quarterfinal stage now or not? Where I mean, where are they right now? Are they at the quarterfinal stage? Yeah, I mean, oh, okay, semis, man. So yes, yeah, yeah. I'll definitely try and tune in and give that a give that a go. Because look, man, this is the future. I actually remember. I think I remember actually watching the final that France was in, where I actually saw Pogba do his special penalty for the first time. That his one penalty for the first time. So I was like, oh wow, yeah, look at Pogba. Um, but yeah, a lot of people have talked about this whole Ianis Haji, son of Georgia Haji, and I remember when bloody Georgia Haji was playing because every time I see Georgia Haji, because remember my first World Cup was the '94 World Cup, so Georgia Haji, that dude was a legend, man, a full-on flipping legend, man. But yeah, that's the thing is like, how can Milan afford the Bios, Mayoral, and Isco? How's that even possible? First of all, why are Madrid even willing to sell Tebas? Or maybe Madrid are selling Tebas because they want to fund money to bring in Pogba. Maybe. But yeah, I think it just seems as if Pogba to Juventus is happening, and that is more realistic than him to Real Madrid. So if Pogba is going to Juventus, why are Real Madrid so willing to sell Tebas when I think Tebas is actually a pretty good squad midfielder to have? Um, that doesn't really make any sense. All right, guys, man. Look, man. Let me. I'm going to head out. So remember to subscribe. Remember to subscribe to this channel. Remember to subscribe to my other channel. And there is going to be a live show Wednesday, probably 8 p.m. And be hoping to have Devil on the live show. So hopefully you guys enjoy the kind of insights that your boy Devil brings. So hopefully I will be hoping to bring in Devil for the live show 8 p.m. where we'll just talk about the latest stories, bit of Copa America, bit of Nations Cup, bit of random stuff and all that stuff in there. Yeah, yeah, no, I mean I'll try and actually expand more people. I'll try and get man like Matt Drifty and all those people. I think Devil has some really good knowledge of everything, because the thing about it is that he really has insights into like Bundesliga, La Liga, Syria. So he has like all that kind of stuff, man. So he's he's got a wide range of knowledge, man. So I think whenever we bring it in, he's good to chop up because again, like my channel isn't a fan channel. My channel is a football channel, and I'm gonna try and I want to try and get you that nice holistic footballing knowledge, man. Because the key thing is don't be a club merchant, man. Don't be a club merchant, man. Yeah, look, man, fan pack live, man. It was cool, man, but fan pack live, it's unfortunately not no more. It's unfortunately no more. But watch this space. Watch this space. I am working on something. I am working on something, man. Um, I am definitely working on something because I'm definitely just working on like more on a very well refined football show. Because the thing about this is that look, I may sort of live in England. I'm not a Premier League merchant, man. Like I love football and I love football all around. Here's why I have no time for tribalism. I'm not about, oh my gosh, I hate this club. I love this club. My club is amazing. I hate this club. No, for me, I try and do my best to talk about every single club as objectively as I fully can because I have a passion for football. My passion is for football. My passion isn't just for one club and only that club. My passion is for football stories, football debates, football tactics, football strategy, man. Um, but look, you know what? That is maybe a conversation that we need to have at another time. Is Premier League fans, and not all of them are the same because um, Devil is an Arsenal fan, but he watches all sorts of football. But there are many Premier League fans, not all, but there are a few Premier League fans who all they watch is the Premier League, and they literally don't care about and they don't really appreciate any kind of football beyond the Premier League. So all they're about is just the Premier, because they'd be like, no, the Premier League is the biggest one, and whatever. I'm like, I'm sorry, the Classical is the biggest fixture in club football. That's a fact. And I will argue that with anybody because people will argue that Man United and Liverpool is the biggest fixture. Yeah, it's a huge rivalry. United Liverpool has never and will never be a bigger fixture than El Clasico. Real Madrid and Barcelona goes far deeper than United Liverpool. Sorry, the whole political thing of Spain and Catalonia goes far deeper than whatever United and Liverpool are dealing with, man. So so that's key. Oh yeah, look, yeah. I mean, I've not even spoken to Nini in a while, man. So yeah, I mean, yeah, I need to definitely try and do something because yeah, I did a live thingy with Nini, Eunice, and Alex Goldberg, and now Alex Goldberg, that guy is now pretty much a big name on the social media thing, man. Yeah, I'm doing my thing, bro. All right. I will see you guys when I see you guys. So yeah, I will see you guys 8 p.m. Friday. Hopefully, me and Devil can break it down. Peace out. Stay true. Nice seeing you guys. Love you guys. Peace out. Stay real.